Welcome to Stenungsbo, Sweden. So we're near Halmstad, which is where the next race is this weekend. So there's a 3-day stage race. I'm actually only going to do stage 2 and stage 3 because I did the stage race last year. And I just think that for me, it's more important to get a better result on stage 2, which is the UCI race, than care about the overall stage race. So this is our home for the next week. Hello, I am in Halmstad in Sweden and I've come for a little explore pre-race. I'm actually not racing tomorrow, so I'm just going to come and support tomorrow. But yeah, this is a really, really cool city and I didn't come last year. So last year I came and raced here, but I actually didn't come and explore the city. So I'm going to take myself for a nice coffee and an explore. Just found out, according to the map, that there's a castle in Halmstad. So I'm on a mission to find the castle. We're adapting and overcoming. Spectathleting is really hard, so I've got my coffee and my bun, my cinnamon bun. I'm ready to go cheer. I've got a cinnamon bun. This is fika, it's that time of day, isn't it? That's him. Go, Mikey! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go on, Mikey! Go! Woo! He's going fast. Yeah? He was going fast. Yeah! F-R-E-D! Go, Freddie! Go, Joe! Go, 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 Joe! Go, go, go! You got this! Yeah, you do! Race day morning, I had my classic rice and yogurt. I think I had a bit too much rice because I felt a bit ill later on. I'm very good at the candidate. I am scared but excited.
After that, it's just full gas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So stage 2 was a UCI race and it started with this mass start neutral section of women only. And I actually found this bit quite hard because I don't like road racing for a reason, and it felt a bit like the start of a road race and I can't really move up very well. In fact, I was actually just moving backwards, as you can see here, and I didn't go into this first gravel climb in a very good position, which definitely affected my race. So I realised at this point that I was really far back and I needed to definitely move forward. So I'd recce'd the course, but I also did race a course on this circuit last year. And I was realising at this point that it was a 5-minute climb and I just had another couple of minutes to go. But we were going pretty hard at the start. And I knew it would be like this, and this would be potentially the crucial moment where the group would kind of split up. So I tried to keep as far forward as I could. And I actually got towards the front about here. But I do think I maybe worked too hard to try and move forwards after the initial kind of group section in the neutral zone where I was too far back. But yeah, so we're coming to the top of the climb around here and I'm very relieved to be there. And I don't really know what happened, but I think in this moment I sort of slightly switched off and I lost a wheel here. The girl in front of me lost the wheels. And suddenly I was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm falling off the back of this group. And it was just too hard to get back on. At this moment, I just thought, can I get back on? And honestly, my legs couldn't do it. You can see here, I'm literally just hanging off the back. But honestly, I'd done my second all-time best 5-minute power, and there was just nothing left in me. And I could just see them leaving, and I knew this would be absolutely crucial and completely affect my result. After some time alone, a group of girls came up behind me and I realised there was sort of like a chasing group who was starting to work together. So I started riding with them, but did realise that we weren't going at a pace that we were ever going to catch the group in front up. managed to kind of drop this group with this girl, and we worked together for a bit before I then dropped her and then worked on my own. And I think this, crucially, this period of time where I was either kind of like sitting on the back of some men who'd like lost 5 minutes on us, or just completely on my own, I was working way too hard. So, like, you can see here, these men were 5 minutes in front of us. Oh, there's a bottle from Josh. Thanks, Josh. I was so thirsty, so I was really, really thankful that Spectra gave me a bottle as well, because I actually needed 2 bottles. That was a bottle from Cara too. So the second half of the course had a lot of climbing in it, and it had quite significant climbs, and I was just working way too hard, and I had no idea that the group of women who I dropped were working together as like a big peloton and had like scooped up other women and were behind, until this moment on this climb where I turned around and I saw like 30 women behind me, just basically riding like it was a road race. So I realised that there was no way I was going to get away from them. I tried on this climb here, so on this climb where a lot of people were having to get off, it was pretty loose surface. Me and one other girl did actually manage to get away and get quite a bit of distance, but as soon as we hit the road again, they just kind of came through as a big group, so it was just impossible. The race itself wasn't like technical enough or really rough enough. It wasn't hard enough really to be able to like separate people out. People were able to just kind of ride as a big peloton. So we got caught again, and then I rode with the group for a bit because I was like, well, now I need to try and like at least finish towards the front of this group, and managed to actually drop the group here on this climb, which was quite rough and gravelly. Unfortunately, my GoPro died in the final like 2 kilometers. I was with 3 girls at this point. 2 of them went the wrong way just on the last turn. I shouted the correct direction, but the girl in front was the only one that heard me. And then, yeah, crossed the line second in that big group. So I decided not to put my GoPro on my bike for stage 3 of the race, mainly just because stage 2 didn't go so well, so I kind of was just like, throw the GoPro aside, I'll just see how I race it. But actually went really well, so I ended up 4th. At the start I didn't quite like get as far forward as maybe I could have done, but it was a mass start with the men and the women. But I managed to, because it was more of a gravelly course, and it was actually more, it wasn't more technical, but it was just a bit rougher gravel, and there was like, it was punchier at the start. It was actually possible to kind of like break up the group. So I managed to kind of drop a group of women, and it wasn't as road racy as maybe the second stage was, which meant that it was easier to kind of stay away and not get caught. Worked with another parkours athlete, Mark, for a bit, and then managed to like get on this guy's wheel and just like cling on for dear life towards the end because he was going so fast. And yeah, finished just a couple of minutes behind the girls who podiumed and came 4th, which was so much better. This video coming up is me crossing the finish line, and that's all I've got. I was like,
I was catching you, I was literally about
I could see you were
10
just
metres, I
behind.
was like, no, please, just give up, let me get on.
He was going so hard.
What did we do, Maddie?
We made a beautiful salad. One thing that's great about Sweden is these like robot lawnmowers everywhere, and they are like queens and kings of recycling. Sweden has got it sorted. Mikey, this is actually so good. If you've made it this far into my content, then clearly you don't absolutely hate it. So give me a subscribe on my channel, and yeah, follow up on future adventures.